ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Living, Just Plain Living. I'm
Just
Jim
Plain.
Fuller.
Hi, Jim. I'm Peggy Burton. Good morning.
I'm Laura Foster.
And I'm John Gray. Is this Tennessee Traveler?
No. I don't think, no. Remember we were just discussing the morning and the
Wait, am I driving?
Yeah, I haven't been in this seat over here in a while, and it just occurred to me when the camera
You're in
came
charge.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, you're the drivers.
You're driving the bus this morning.
You're driving this morning.
John and I are the fluff today. I'm going to go.
Oh, there you go.
Is that what you're telling me?
I think she's trying to tell you your mic's not on.
Turn your mic on.
It is on.
Is it on? Are we on? I think we are. Look, there's a house full of dogs.
Yeah, you're gonna. I brought my dog to work
Mic
with me.
issue out. You're going to have to get close to me. So I can
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk into Peggy's chest. This will be exciting.
That'll be a thrill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I left my dog over the weekend, so I felt guilty. So I brought him to work with me last night and today, and we have Dog of the Month. So Rocky's making friends with Daisy.
Can I talk about my white cat?
Yes.
Just in case somebody out there wants a beautiful white cat
Or
or
has
has
lost
lost
one.
a beautiful white cat, declawed, fixed, beautiful, clean.
And it showed up where? At your house?
It's sitting in my window right now,
Which is
waiting
what,
for me to
Franklin
come
County?
home.
Waiting for you to come
I'm
home.
feeding it, taking care of it, but it's a beautiful cat. It needs to live in someone's home.
It's
need-
white,
don't you
right?
need a white cat?
Is it pure white cat?
Pure white.
Aw.
Oh, she's beautiful.
It does not like that.
She doesn't. Why don't she marry you?
I have no idea.
She didn't get to know him real well first.
when Jennifer was little,
Beauty and the Beast.
when Jennifer
One more
was little,
dog.
there was these kittens next door,
Yeah.
and Nancy could never understand why these kittens were coming over there. She also couldn't understand how come we can't keep tuna in this house. What's happening, you know? So obviously, when she
Yeah.
wasn't there, Jennifer and I
Jennifer
were feeding the
was
cats.
feeding the cats.
yeah. So
That's you feed the crows now.
yeah, feed the crows
Cats
now.
and crows.
Cats
Yeah,
and crows.
that's
I
right.
still think you should be these Romeo and Achilles should be your kitties.
I'm just not there enough to be able to care for them properly.
They don't need that much care.
They just sleep till you walk in the door, and then they go to the food bowl. Isn't that what
Besides
your
that, I
cats
had
do?
a cat for years, and for some strange reason, we never had it was a stray, and we took it in at the office. And for some strange reason, this cat would tear up everything of mine, but he never touched anything of Pam's, my partner. I don't know why that is. I mean,
You're a pushover. Even little kitty cats can tell.
you know.
We had a Siamese once upon a time, and when it was a baby, it was a wreck crew. I mean, it's the total wreck crew. But we had a Christmas tree. I remember it was Christmas, and I saw the cat up here with the Christmas thing at the top, the ornament that sits on top. And then sometimes he'd be on top of the drapes, and then
Right.
sometimes he'd be just hanging on the drapes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or on the
pretty
screen
funny.
door.
Yeah. Siamese are cute, though. They're really
Speaking
cute.
about Mr. Fuller and his crows, we had a game night the other night at church, and we played Trivial Pursuit. And one of the questions was, there was a group of birds and a group of collective names. And I learned, do you know what the name for a bunch of crows is?
A
murder.
You're exactly right.
A
Murder.
A murder.
A murder of
A murder of
crows.
A murder
crows?
of crows.
No, I never heard that. How
Yeah.
interesting.
And
Like a flock of geese,
yeah, well, one of the
murder
names was
That's
Parliament,
Parliament.
and one of the things was swans, and we all just sort of at my table sort of figured, well, you know, swans are lovely. Parliament would fit, you know, with swans, starlings, which is the least lovely thing in the world
yeah.
is a starling.
man.
But I think the
group of
Parliament,
starlings is
is a
I
Parliament.
did not know that.
A parliament of starlings.
Parliament of starlings.
What about ravens?
Interesting.
I don't know.
I
That
would think
wasn't one of the
ravens
questions.
should be a murder as well, because
Yeah.
Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Nevermore, yeah. Edgar Allan Poe, what a brilliant guy he was. Weird, but brilliant.
Bless his
Most
heart.
of them are.
Yeah.
Most of the brilliant ones are
You know
weird.
how he died? I don't know why I know this.
Bela Lugosi got
What
into one
he-
of those movies, I think.
No, but he was.
Wasn't he an alcoholic?
Yes, and during that time, they would pay people to vote over and over again with alcohol, and Edgar Allan Poe took this
Well, we
little
still
gig
do that,
and-
don't
So he took a lot. He took a lot of voting.
He voted himself to death.
voted himself to
That's sad, though. I mean,
know,
to
it
think
is
of the
sad.
creative ability he had, and often you find that in addictive personalities.
You really do.
Tremendously creative.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was talking to Valerie Smith yesterday, and she and I are getting ready to write together some. And she was talking about going to visit a friend of hers who was an older gentleman who was at death's door, and she went with a sponge cake, and the daughters said, "Oh, Valerie, we're so glad you're here. You need," and she said there was a Indian shaman there and a very strange minister of some sort. And she said, oh, they were glad that they wanted to see her. And so they said, go see Daddy. Daddy's trying to die, and you need to go talk to Daddy. And she said they pushed her in the room with him and shut the door. And she said she really didn't know what to do. So she started singing. And on the third song, she got him. She sung him to death.
Oh my goodness!
Sung him to death.
What a great,
I know,
what a
I'm
great
not
way to
joking.
go out, though.
Daddy's
That
a
was
person.
neat. That was a good way to go out.
You know, addictions to any kind of substances, though, and creativity seem to go hand in hand
They
a lot.
really
But look at Hank Williams Sr. for
Oh,
instance.
yeah,
You know,
for sure.
he was
And
tremendous.
how old was he when he died?
29.
29. Think
yeah,
about that.
Yeah. And you've got
old.
John Candy, you've got Belushi, you've got, all of the all these rock and
Don't
roll
say Charlie
stars.
Sheen.
All these rock and roll stars, that don't make it much past
Yeah,
their
yeah, absolutely.
mid-20s or
Janis
30s.
Joplin.
You know, that's why when John and I were running the Legion, we had to limit our alcohol intake, because when we consumed alcohol, we were so smart. We knew so much.
And so good.
Yeah.
So talented.
At some point we thought, this was
the
not going to work.
horror
This
of
won't
that-
work.
The horror of that situation is that individual on the other side of that that's watching you
And listening.
and listening
Yeah.
and thinking, oh my gosh.
We knew enough to get it started and then turn it over to the real fools.
Yeah. Yeah, because you could talk them in about anything after about 9:30, 10
Yeah.
o'clock at night. So.
Funny how
You'll
good
finally
they
grow
are.
up.
Well,
funny.
obviously we survived many
Yeah.
years, 30 for me.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
know.
obviously.
But yes, that's really, it is interesting about when you're put into a situation like that, and all that money, and a lot of the athletes and you're stars of any type, all of a sudden you're getting $100 million a year or something like that. I mean, it's hard to handle, and you're going from maybe a town like Tullahoma or somewhere where you're living, and all of a sudden, that Boyle woman is a great example.
No,
The Sarah
The
Boyle,
opera singer
yeah,
lady from
yeah. I
the-
mean, here's someone who is
Idol.
mid-aged, absolutely obscure. Nobody in the
Susan
world,
Boyle.
Susan
Susan
Boyle.
Boyle.
Nobody in the world knows who she is. And a year later, I saw a thing on the Today Show about her recently, and I mean, she sold 100 million albums or something
No
like
kidding.
that this past year. Huge amount of album sales. She's bought a new house.
great.
But
Good
she
for her.
doesn't sleep in it. It's up the road from her where
Oh,
she's
really?
always lived, and she bought that new house to entertain people. But at night, she goes back to her other house in her old neighborhood. She said, "I can't leave these people. They're my friends."
Oh, good. So
I love
she's
that.
staying
I love
grounded.
that.
You know,
That's good.
but it's hard. It's hard to do that.
I can only imagine what kind of addictions Lauren would have if she had plenty of
$100 million?
$100 million.
I know.
Yeah, because she's somewhat limited now, as we all are, about how much of this we can afford.
Right?
I know. I know there would be Fernando and Emilio and Frederick.
Hey, you don't
and
know that I don't
and
already.
George.
But we need to say that people that are really successful do not stay stoned.
Oh, no,
absolutely.
no.
That is should not be what we're looking for
Oh,
in
no,
success.
heavens no. Yeah,
You
there's
know,
a lot of them who don't.
Jimmy's lapel mic malfunctions, and now he has that hand mic, and I just really need you to break into song.
Oh, there you go.
I keep expecting every time I turn my head, I'm like, oh, he's gonna sing.
Let's have the song. There you go.
Time for New York. It's time for New York, New York.
I may not even know that anymore. I tell you the truth.
No, I want
Start
to hear after
spreading
that.
the
You know, it's
Bird
almost
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yes.
Look at all these goodies.
Thank you, Flower Shop. We love
right.
you.
I love all this stuff.
Are y'all
I
gonna,
almost reach over here and eat some of this stuff.
Well,
are you
some of
gonna
it's
dress
edible.
up
Most
for
all of it
Halloween,
is.
Peggy?
Are you kidding? I'm always dressed up for Halloween.
I want to be Betty Boop.
You would be cute as Betty Boop.
I was trying to
I've
think
never
of
thought
some
about
cartoon
that.
character
What a
that
clever idea.
Is, kind of short and.
Do Betty
Do they
Boop
make-
and,
do they
show
make-
up at South Jackson for the elementary school hoo-ha
Yes,
that they're
yes.
doing. They're having
Do
a
they
big
make bustiers
haunted house
and
there.
that's-
It's open Friday, Saturday, and then again, is Halloween Monday?
Monday.
Monday, again on Monday.
Yeah, so they're having a big time.
South
Emily
Texas
Barnes and all
Elementary.
those young people down there are really, David Ford, they've done a great job.
They have, and they're haunting everybody. And
There's body
encouraging people
parts
to go.
everywhere down
Yeah.
there. There's legs laying around and heads rolling. It's a lot of fun. They're good.
You know, I
good
want to
bunch.
mention something. John is working on, and we talk about the economy in this country, in this city, but John is working on a piece for Thursday's News, which I think is going to be extremely interesting on how we inadvertently got this tremendous economic boost by this hailstorm that hit Tullahoma last week. That's created all this work for people to do body work
Body
on
shops
body
and
shops,
roofs
and you know, and a lot of insurance money is coming into town to the people that have
A lot
insurance.
of insurance
Yeah,
money.
I mean, John and I were talking just here in the studio that we know of. It's probably we sustained over in excess of $10,000 worth of damage
Wow.
to our personal
that's
vehicles.
Just vehicles.
And,
I figure if I'm calling it, God's economic development plan for Tullahoma.
Possibly.
Because you think about a car being damaged, and they're running from $3,500 to $8,000. So you say five,
And
1,000 cars, that's $5 million.
Think about it.
Everywhere I went yesterday, in every neighborhood I went in, because I was filming Halloween decorations, there was anywhere from 1 to 5 roofing vehicles there.
Right.
So you say there's 1,000 roofs, and they'll go from $3,500 maybe to $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. So let's say that's five. That's $10 million
$10 coming
that's going to
into-
come
yeah.
to Tullahoma because of that hailstorm.
And some people will be getting some jobs that they might not have had otherwise.
And, if you don't fix your car up, you say, well, this is an old car, and you get $3,000, $4,000, and you're going to keep it till it's gone. So you put $4,000 in your pocket and go buy a flat screen TV, and I'm seriously, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, a lot of
I
people
hadn't
will
thought
do
about that.
A lot of people will do that.
I was lucky. I just had gotten home and I almost left my car outside because I was going somewhere else, but just on a whim I put it in the garage. And so, but I had dozed off when the storm hit. I thought somebody was breaking in my house.
my
I was about
Yeah.
to call the police. I had my cell phone.
Yeah.
And then I looked outside. It was horrendous.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right, I've lost control over here. Sorry about that. It's time to go to commercial, folks. We'll be right back in just a moment with more Just Plain Living.
I'm Lori Thompson.
And I'm Mike Thompson, and we own Thompson Ford in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Lori and I bought the dealership back. It's on Highway 55. Same dealership that we had for 10 years. Look forward to serving you for another 10. Thank you to the community. Thank you for allowing us to be here for the last 15 years. Thank you for having us raise our family here.
Thank you for all your support.
It's been a great place. It's a great place to live. Look forward to living here. Put me in the ground here. I'd be proud to do it. God bless America, and God bless Tennessee.
Our office used to look like this, but now with My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
We're not totally paper-free, right? Thank you.
My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young. It's that easy.
Wherever good can overcome, that is where your contributions to the Salvation Army go.
Welcome back to Just Plain Living, my very, very favorite segment. We've been missing Jeremy. Where have you been?
I have been to Florida.
Oh, good for you. Congratulations. I hope you had a great time.
Oh, yeah. Got to take the daughter to Disney World. And
Awesome. Officer Jeremy Mitchell from the Tullahoma Animal Shelter has with him, now this one is not for adoption. This one's mine. He just came to work with me today on a coincidence, but this lovely lady is Daisy.
Daisy.
Tell us about Daisy.
She is about a 1.5-year-old. She's a lab mix. I want to say she may have some border collie in her. She doesn't have the energy of the lab, unfortunately. She seems to be so submissive. She's a very, very sweet dog. I mean, of course, she'll get out and play with you. You just got to get her attention.
Riled up, yeah.
Get her wild up, and she's got the lab in her, so she'll get excited. But she's very submissive.
And so she would blend well into a family that already has dogs. She and Rocky got along really good.
Yep. She does well with other dogs. As far as cats, I don't know. I really can't mix them in with the dogs to find out. But yeah.
You know, that might be a fun experiment. I always have cats, and Rocky gets along with our cats just great. They love him.
They have to go in there with a full body suit.
Yeah. So, how old is Daisy?
It's about 1.5 years.
Year and a half, so she's still young, but calm.
Yeah, but very calm.
Yeah, that which you know, a lot of people will consider that a very good quality because puppies, you know, she's not chewing everything and running around all over the place.
Yeah, I believe she could be an indoor dog, just the way she sits there. Although she wants some loving right now.
Yeah, she wants to be petted all the time. She's a pretty thing, Rocky. Sit. Okay, so for those of you who might not have seen this program before, there's our sweet little girl. The Dog of the Month program is you get a free spay and neuter. And tell us what else is involved with that program. I should remember.
The Dog of the Month, she'll receive a free spay paid for by the Tullahoma Animal Shelter at the Spay Neuter Clinic in Shelbyville. You just call and set up an appointment with them, and we'll take care of the fees.
And that number there is on the screen. Now, this is a really great service that you provide for our community. How many dogs are at the shelter right now?
Probably about 65.
Oh, that's a pretty high number. What's your capacity? 80?
Really don't have a capacity. We always try to make more room.
Gotcha. And the animal shelter is always in need of donations of dog dishes, dog food,
blankets,
cages, kennels,
monetary donations for medical benefits.
That they're always doing fundraisers, but pay attention to try to stay on top of those because all of that money goes for medical procedures. So when the lucky family that adopts Daisy, stop, Rocky. He says, this is boring, we want to play. Okay, now we always take this opportunity also to talk about the special care that your dog might need for whatever season we're in.
Yeah, we're getting ready to get this cold weather. You're definitely want to make sure you have a doghouse. That's a year-round anyways. You need to have a doghouse. Even if it doesn't want to go in the doghouse, you have to have it. So like that hailstorm that just happened, I'm sure a dog would have loved to have a doghouse in that situation. I get calls all the time with dogs being left out without having any type of shelter at all.
What happens when someone is in violation of the rules?
They can get charged with animal cruelty. It's part of neglect. It's part of taking care of your animal. If they don't have that, that includes food and water and shelter.
But that's kind of a sticky situation because you already have more dogs than you know what to do with if you take them away from someone that is giving them a home, albeit not.
Now we won't take them away unless it's court ordered, but we will cite them and they'll be fined.
Okay, so fine and tell them to fix it. Okay. And always make sure that they have fresh water.
Yes, definitely fresh water, especially in the freezing times. It's gonna get a little bit, start freezing up. So just keep an eye on the water if you're gone all day. Make sure you change it out every, so often, or else they're going to be licking ice.
Yes, and that's not really, everything you read says that's not a good thing.
No.
Okay, Daisy is 1.5 years old, a lab mix, maybe some border collie mix. Now tell us how Bark in the Park went.
Bark in the Park went well. We raised over $5,000.
I'm sorry, I wasn't there. I always have the best intentions and I always overcommit myself.
Oh, it's okay. We had a great time. We always have fun events and games there. But everybody seemed to have a real good time, and we raised a lot of money for the animals. And all that's going to go 100% towards the medical for the animals here.
Medical expenses. Now, do you have any other events coming up this fall or winter?
At the moment, we don't, but just keep an eye out. Sometimes at the spur of the moment, we'll have adoption events, either at Tractor Supply or Pet Sense or places like that. We always try to bring a couple dogs with us, and we'll bring a packet with all the rest of our dogs. We can't bring them all, unfortunately, but we try to do what we can.
And if you are wanting to adopt a dog, a shelter dog is the most grateful. That these are both. He wasn't a shelter dog, but he was definitely a rescue. And they're so grateful and so loyal.
Did you know?
So sweet.
The black collar dog is the most euthanized dog in America.
Really? Why is that? I wonder.
Because they're the most common. So most people, they don't want the most common. So we end up keeping a lot of our black dogs because a lot of people don't want the black dog.
Sometimes I just don't like people very much.
Well, I mean, it's not the animal's fault. They were born into it, born
right.
into the color.
And
but
what's wrong with the black dog? They're beautiful.
I know they're great dogs. It's just a statistic.
These dogs look very much alike. I believe that Rocky has some lab in him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look how sweet they are. they're having a great time. Okay, most excellent. Not most excellent. Awesome sauce. Thank you, Jeremy, for being with us.
Not a problem.
This, again,
Thank you for having me.
Favorite segment. And no, it's usually the first Tuesday of the month. Are we going to see you next week?
Actually, I don't believe we are going to be here next week, but this is actually going to be our dog of the month for next month.
For the dog of the month for the month of November is Daisy. So give them a call. Give this sweet little girl a home, or go and check out the other dogs that are there. You might find some other dog that makes you happier. And stay with us. We're going to be right back with more of Just Plain Living.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want, so you can bank when, where, and how you want, at our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
This is for my daddy and the chips. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn early light what's up proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
At Charter, we're connecting military families with free webcams and the fastest, most reliable internet speeds. Get your webcam at charter.com/canyouSee.
I miss you, Daddy.
Welcome back to Just Plain Living. I'm sitting on this set today with Just Plain Fran Barber. Hey, Fran.
Hey.
My favorite cowgirl. She's from the senior building, and she's going to tell us about some activities that are happening there.
Norm Feaster with Legal Aid will be at the Senior Center in Tullahoma on Friday, November the 4th. All this is November.
Oh, everything's November.
This is November.
The legal person will help you with your will and what else?
Well, not this one.
Oh,
this one,
okay.
they don't do that unless it's an emergency. They're just going to meet and greet and talk about maybe legal questions you have and answer.
And all this is free. That's wonderful.
Yes. And we've started a new wood carving class.
Good.
Yeah.
Who's teaching that? Do you know?
I don't know if they actually have a teacher. I think they help each other. I think there is one guy, main guy, but they didn't give that information to me.
You bring your own wood, or do you know?
Yeah, you bring your own stuff.
You bring your own wood, like you could go get a piece of cedar and bring it in and carve it out.
And that's on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Call the center for more information.
Is that every Wednesday in November? Possibly?
They probably is. Meet on Wednesdays, yes, at 1 o'clock.
So if you're handy with a knife and want to do something positive, call up for that class.
Or they could start out with soap if they wanted to.
Oh.
You know, you can carve soap, then learn to.
That's it. Yeah,
so you won't cut yourself. That's what I would do.
No.
Okay. This is very important. On Tuesday, November the 8th, we will have a veterans breakfast at 7 a.m. Veterans, please call and sign up if you want to attend because they need to know how many they need to feed.
So are the veterans getting it for free?
Yes.
That's wonderful. That's November 8th. What day of the week is that?
That's on
do we know?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, November 8th. A free breakfast for all the veterans, but you have to call and make your reservation.
Right.
That's wonderful.
Also on the 8th, there will be a general membership meeting at Manchester site at 2 o'clock. Everybody's invited.
Can I ask another question? What if somebody wants to go to the veterans breakfast? They pay, right? Or
I don't think so. I just got this information 10 minutes ago.
You're so clueless. Oh, but anyway, they'd have to call and ask.
Yeah, they'd have to call.
They can call
and I'm sure
ask.
the wives could come.
Yeah.
You know, too. I'm
But
sure that
that's
includes
really
the wives.
a nice thing to do. We owe so much to our veterans in this country.
Yeah. You know, I can't. Applebee's does the same thing.
I know.
On
Oh, they
Veterans
do
Day.
a free breakfast?
Yeah, on Veterans Day.
That is wonderful.
No, free breakfast, it's a free dinner. Free lunch.
Free
or dinner.
lunch, and if you're a veteran.
You have to call and get the
That
information
is
on that time.
awesome.
Yeah, I think that's really nice for people to do that.
Applebee's does a lot of nice things
They
for our
do.
community.
They
with
do.
the breakfast for the singers and the breakfast for the Civic Center.
And for the Senior Center.
And for the
Mhm,
Senior
for
Center.
fundraisers,
and we
right.
appreciate that. So let's
On
remember
Wednesday, the 16th, Morning Point will be at our center for a presentation on Alzheimer's, and they're going to do a special bingo at 9 o'clock.
So if you think you might have Alzheimer's, you're going to forget this, write it down. What? Say the date again.
Okay, that's Wednesday the 16th.
And it is very important information.
Right. You know, you can run by the center and get a calendar.
Oh, okay.
Get a calendar,
That's
pick up
probably
a
a good
calendar
idea.
for all this stuff.
And while you're there, you can join the Senior Association.
Yeah, $25 a year.
It's a good deal.
On Tuesday and Wednesday, 29th and 30th, you know, the AARP driving course that the seniors have, well, we're having one at our center, and you need to call and sign up.
You know, once in a while, people should renew their driving
Well, you get a
skills.
discount on your insurance.
Oh, do you really?
I believe it's 5%.
Wow, that's a big
But
help.
I'm not sure. You can call the center. They have all that information. The centers will be closed on Friday, November 11th for Veterans Day, and Thursday and Friday, November 24th and 25th for Thanksgiving. And they told me to tell everybody Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Early.
And all that's happening in Tullahoma.
Yes, that's
all that's
Tullahoma.
happening in Tullahoma.
Okay, in Manchester, these are the special things.
Where is the senior building in Manchester?
It's the old Bonanza building on.
Just off the interstate.
On 153. Yeah, before you go past the interstate.
Okay.
Yeah.
My nose is itching.
Okay, on, let's see, Manchester, bingo, starting with bingo on the 1st, they will have this is also Morning Point, they're going to have a dine, learn, and bingo.
Dine, learn, and bingo. So they go eat, they learn something, and then they go play bingo?
Right.
That's cool.
And Morning Point will be sponsoring.
Very nice.
SHIP, that is information on Medicare and your supplement, you know, Medicare D.
Oh, and there's a lot of people that have
about your
questions about that.
prescriptions, and there is, I think I've said this before, if you're up to a certain or under a certain amount of Social Security a month, you can get some more help.
You can get some more help, and that's some important information to have.
But you have to fill out an application for financial
And so
assistance.
you call the Manchester Senior Center to
And
find
make an
out about that and
appointment.
make an appointment.
They have highlighted on Wednesday the 9th, they will have donuts, Danish, and coffee from 9 to 10 to honor the veterans.
Very good.
Okay. And Ron Fisher will be a speaker. I think he's an expert on veteran benefits and all that. And on the 10th, Fernetta Davis from the Election Commission will be there at 11:30, and they're going to talk about this new photo ID law.
For senior, well, for
Yes,
everybody.
For everybody, but
That's
especially for
everybody.
seniors, because you know a lot of us, my photo's not on my driver's license anymore.
I know,
so
and I
I just
wonder
mail
why
it
they
in.
I wonder why they ever changed
I don't
that.
know.
Because see, I'm lucky because I'm a widow of an airman, you know, that was in the Air Force, retired, so I have a picture ID.
Yeah.
But 90% of our people don't really have one
No.
anymore.
Because, you know, it's just easy to mail yours in after you get a certain age. You can mail your application in
Yeah.
and renew your driver's license without getting your photo ID.
So now you have to do a photo ID.
Yeah. And so now I got to get
I
mine.
don't really know all the story about that, but I just wondered, should people go ahead and call up the
They
driver's
should get it
license place
because
and get it done?
yes, because I've seen in the paper where they have so many people lined up that, you know, if you're
It'll take a
98 years
long-
old and you're still driving, you're going to have to
You're
stand in
gonna
this
have
long
to stand
line.
in a great long line.
Yeah.
And you know, the horror of the picture IDs are they always make me look like a
I know,
criminal.
they're awful. Doug Brace, he's a national attorney, and this guy is great. Okay, I think he also has a house in Winchester. But for when I was activities director at Tullahoma, we came in contact somehow, and since then, and this has been like since 2005, 2004, this attorney has come to our senior centers, and he has done free wills, power of attorney.
How wonderful. Do you have to have an appointment to do that?
Yes, you have to look at the calendar.
And does he come a
is
certain
going
day?
to be on Friday the 18th to Manchester.
All right, and Friday the 18th in Manchester Senior Building, you can get an appointment to get a will made.
Right.
And everybody should have a will.
Everybody should do that.
Absolutely.
Get it updated. And, you know, living wills, you can do, anybody could do a living will.
Right.
That's where you don't want to be kept on a machine. But he does those too, but you can
He
do
does
those
a will,
someplace else,
and
yes.
even if it's simple, you need to have a
Yeah.
will.
And power of attorney, that's very important.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he does that for us, and he will be there, Manchester, just call for an appointment, and see what else. Of course, again, the center will be closed on
You know, the
11th.
bottom line is that we've got a phone number here of the Tullahoma Senior Center, and if you have questions on any of the senior activities throughout Manchester, Tullahoma, and Pocahontas.
Unfortunately, I did not have
I think
stuff
that you
for
can call that
Pocahontas.
number, and they can either give you the number of
Right.
the other center, and you can ask questions
Or
about
you can
what
go
you want
by,
to do.
and they do have Tullahoma does have a calendar,
Yeah.
and it's got everything that's
Oh,
going on, all the
everything's listed?
activities,
That's
all the
awesome.
activities.
And you can just pick it up. You have to be a member, don't you?
No.
No? You can just go pick up a calendar?
Well, the calendar, yes. The newsletter, it's a good idea to get the newsletter because that tells you everything that's going on. That's $12 a year. That's $1 a month to find out everything that's going on.
And the $25 is
It's the membership.
The membership. Fran, there is so much to talk about.
I know. We could
I love
always
the
talk.
fact that you're in this cute suit.
Well,
Keep it up.
Halloween.
Oh, is that your Halloween suit?
Halloween's coming up, yes.
Thanks for coming.
You're
Fran
very
Barber,
welcome.
folks. We'll be
Bye.
back with more of Living.
Why? Traders Bank.
The convenience of 5 locations near you.
2695 Deckard Boulevard, Winchester. 1207 Hillsborough Boulevard, Manchester. 1602 North Main Street, Shelbyville. 412 West Lincoln Street, Tullahoma. 120 North Jackson Street, Tullahoma. Why? Traders Bank.
The service of 61 friendly, knowledgeable employees meeting your banking needs.
We're Traders Bank in Winchester. Come see us. We're Traders Bank in Manchester. Come see us. We're Traders Bank in Shelbyville. Come see us. We're Traders Bank on West Lincoln Street in Tullahoma. Come see us. We're Traders Bank. Come see us.
Why? Traders Bank.
The stability of 122 years, locally owned and operated, banking under the same name.
Traders Bank.
Why Traders Bank? Because you're welcome here.
Traders Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
These are the children who had no chance. They're known as Brazil street kids. They wander the streets dying by the thousands from drugs, AIDS, and bullets. Most of them have been abandoned, left to survive on their own. These children needed a place to go. I had to do something. So I brought it up at Rotary. People heard about what we were doing and asked how they could help. Together, we raised funds to give them a home and open the school. They're learning a trade. Now hundreds of kids have a family and a future. They're contributing to the community because Rotary believes in making things better for everyone.
Rotary is making a difference right now.
They have hope.
Rotary gives people an opportunity to help.
Welcome back to Just Plain Living. I'm with, or is it Just Plain Living? I'm Laura Foster. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Merrill Meadows.
Merrill Meadows from the Tullahoma Parks and Recreation Department.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Awesome. She has so many things to tell us about. I'm not going to talk very much. I'm going to let her do it.
Oh, gosh.
Which is first?
You know, I'm going to talk about it
for... She's been the dog wrangler.
I'm the
while
dog
Rocky
wrangler.
was all set. She's been...
And everybody adopt a pound puppy. I adopted one 11 years ago. She's 6 months. 6 months. She's 11 now. They're the best dogs in the world.
The best dogs.
Plug
they love
with
you.
shelter.
They love you.
They love you. love you, love you. We got a lot of things going on. If people in this town say there's nothing to do, hey, they're just not trying real hard. They need to call me at 461-1080 and I'll tell them what to do. Not a problem. 461-1080. First off, I want to let you know that we're going to be doing a celiac disease and wheat gluten allergy sensitivity lunch and learn. It'll be on November the 3rd from noon until 1 at D.W. Wilson. It's free. We're going to have Julie Cottrell, who is a licensed dietitian, come in and talk. She'll do about 30 minutes of education and do about 20 to 30 minutes of question and answer. This is free. A lot of people have wheat gluten problems, celiac sprue, which is the correct terminology.
Celiac sprue?
Yeah, why they did that, I don't know. but
wheat gluten allergy.
Wheat gluten allergy would have really done better. But she's going to talk about that, and you can have question and answer period with her, and this is free. It'll be at D.W. Wilson at noon on November the 3rd. Bring your own lunch. It's a lunch and learn, but I'm not giving you the lunch.
Right.
You bring your own.
Bring your own lunch.
And come on in. You know, don't need to register. We have plenty of seating for that. And
is that a common problem?
Yes,
gluten
it
allergy?
is. Gluten allergies, particularly in children with autism, they're finding more and more having gluten allergies, wheat gluten allergies. A lot of kids have allergies, and nobody knows. You might have itchiness or this, that, and the other. Could be a wheat gluten allergy. But it's a great way to come on and find out what's going on. And hey, it's free.
And you know, maybe not bring wheat lunch. But
yeah, don't bring wheat. No, probably not a good idea.
Okay.
The other thing we have going on, and I know Bob can give me a great reference on this, we have our 6-week diabetes class coming again. It's going to start on November the 1st, run through December the 6th. It's a 6-week commitment on Tuesday nights from 5 to 7 at CD Stamps. I ask that you come to at least 4 out of the 6 sessions, because if you come to the first session and you come to the 6th session, you've missed a whole lot in between.
Right.
Each one is going to build on the other. This is free. This is in partnership with Partners for Healing. We'll have Teresa Myers, who's an RN, co-teaching with me, as well as Belinda Riddle from UT Extension. And then I'll be teaching as well. We're all certified diabetes educators with Stanford University. All the materials are provided. We'll give you wonderful book, which you can see I use this book regularly. It's got all sorts of information. It's called Living a Healthy Life with Chronic Conditions. It's got all sorts of chronic conditions in it, and diabetes is one of them. November is Diabetes Awareness Month, so we are running this class. It's free. You call 461-1080, register, and I'll ask you a few questions. Just come to this class.
All you gotta do. This girl's going to keep you healthy. All you got to do is call.
That's right. Hey, we can do lots of things to keep you healthy. Want to also let you know we have the haunted hayride. My goodness, on Friday, this Friday the 28th at Fraser McEwen Park.
Yeah, if you're watching this on Saturday, you've missed it. It was the day before, but all the airings during the week, Friday night.
Friday night,
haunted hayride.
7 to 10 at Fraser McEwen Park.
Okay.
$2 to ride. It's the scariest ride of your life.
The scariest ride of your life for only $2.
For $2, hey! And you know what? We're also going to have music. We'll have the Rock Creek Bluegrass Band down there entertaining you, as well as you can go get some barbecue at Uncle Sonny's Barbecue. He'll be down there selling barbecue.
Oh, fun! Rock Creek Bluegrass Band has been on our show before.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you can come get music, you can come get food, you can come get scared out of your wits.
And she'll probably be able to help you if you have a heart attack from being frightened.
That's right. I have my CPR certification. Not a problem.
Awesome.
The last thing I want to talk about is...
Sorry, we made her hurry.
Yeah, it's like I've got about 5-6 things to talk about. But anyway. There is a movie out called 25 Hill. It is about the soapbox derby, which has been having some financial problems over the last several years. Tullahoma is one of the 4 cities in Tennessee that does the soapbox derby. We do it the first Saturday of every June when it's nice and hot. A lot of kids have raced here in Tullahoma in our soapbox derby, and we have 2 international champions that we've sent on to Akron and have won. So this movie was made in an attempt to help bring the soapbox derby back into the black. It stars Corbin Bernsen.
Corbin Bernsen, okay. Well, we have a trailer for that, right?
Yes, we do.
And I think our awesome guys in the control room have that queued up and ready. Want to have a look?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, Tullahoma, Corbin Bernsen here from the movie 25 Hill about the All-American Soapbox Derby. And to you Psych fans, a big shout out. Now, I understand that Tullahoma is home to one of the best race organizations in these United States. We have 2 international champions that come from Tullahoma. You didn't know that? Check it out. Now, we're introducing a program called Derby Nation. That's where we have racers from the race organizations across the United States trying to get other kids involved in soapbox derby racing. For you parents listening out there, the Derby has some of the best values going around. It's all about America. It's all about teamwork. It's about community, and it's about family. You should check it out. I'm thrilled to have you be a part of it. You can actually check out the movie. I think it's being sold locally at D.W. Wilson's. And, hey, you know what? It's just one little piece that we can all do to fix this great country. Tullahoma, I love you. I love the race. I love the fact that you're a part of this. God bless you, and have a great game.
Oh, I love Corbin Burnson.
Isn't he great?
Yes.
He is just great. Well, we are selling the movies. They are $15 for the movie, and everybody goes, oh my goodness, $15. But half of this goes back to the Soapbox Derby organization, and half of it goes to the Tullahoma Parks and Recreation. We generally supply cars for kids who don't have them. We do have a limited registration because we have a limited number of cars each year. Right. But this is a way to help the Soapbox Derby, which is something that Tullahoma is involved in. So I encourage every one of you to go on up to D.W. Wilson and get the movie. We are selling those. And if you forget where to pick it up, just call me at 461-1080. I don't know how many times over the past 3-4 years I've said that phone number, but it's ingrained in my brain. It's a great one. It's easy to remember. We also have so many fitness classes, and we have a new one that's come out. We're going to be doing that for November, and that's called the Beachbody Fit Club.
Beachbody Fit Club. I know. I just got a schedule.
Beachbody.
I'm going to show up at some of those.
Oh, you
I
should.
Drive Miss Julia.
Oh, you should. It's at 5:30 on Thursdays from 5:30 to 6:30. It's an hour class, and we do a DVD, but we have an instructor as well. And I did it last week, and I'm really not too bad. I can move.
Right.
These 50-something-year-old bones actually did pretty well on it. So I encourage
you said it was really, really great workout.
It was a great workout. Now I teach yoga, and this was more of an aerobic, so it was really great. So I encourage you all to come on out. And if you have any questions, call me at 461-1080 or go to tullahomatn.gov. Look on the website under the Parks and Recreation page for a complete calendar of everything.
Complete calendar of everything. Okay, so we have the diabetes classes coming up. We have the wheat, gluten, allergy seminar coming up. All kinds of fitness programs. Buy this copy of the Soapbox Derby to support the of 25 Hills to support the Soapbox Derby, and I think that gets us all covered up. 461-1080.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us. And y'all stay right there. We're going to be right back with more Just Plain Living after this.
All that attention, all you wanted was...
Hello, this is J.D. Oliver from the Smokehouse on Mount Eagle Mountain. Me and my sisters Nancy and Betsy would like to thank you all for your continued support. This year we're celebrating our 50-year anniversary at the Smokehouse. In conjunction with our 50-year celebration, we are bringing Music on the Mountain every Saturday night, 7 p.m. till 10 p.m., featuring the best of Nashville. We have had some wonderful singers, hit songwriters, and Nashville's rising stars have taken the stage. Come out this Saturday night and every Saturday night through the end of the year. Make it a date night or bring the whole family. Help us celebrate 50 years in the community. Music on the Mountain is free every Saturday night at Jim Oliver's Smokehouse.
Hey, this is Sean Mayer. I'd like to invite everybody out to the Smokehouse every Saturday night for great music and awesome food.
Thank you very much, y'all.
There's one place women of all ages can find the care they need, the Women's Center at Harton Regional Medical Center. We're a full-service women's center with comprehensive obstetrical and gynecological surgery. Our excellent customer satisfaction rate is a reflection of our commitment to excellence. To serve you even better, we've now remodeled our facility. Our family-friendly birth center features private labor, delivery, and recovery suites. For every stage of your life, we're there for you. The Women's Center at Harton Regional Medical Center.
Get Tullahoma's news first, fast, and free with Tullahoma's News Leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Jimmy and Jenny bring you local weather, sports, community calendar events, birth announcements, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Tullahoma's news, get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
When you see the sign, The Main Event, take a close look inside at a hair studio that offers services by some of the best master stylists in Middle Tennessee. These stylists offer a list of services that compete with large city salons, from trendy cuts for men, women, and children to the latest color techniques, including highlights and bold color accents. Other services offered include permanent hair weaving and relaxing to formal hairstyle for that special occasion. You can also give yourself a very special treat with a full makeover, including full body waxing. For your convenience, we are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until the last client leaves happy. Call and make your appointment at 931-571-8682 or stop by our Tullahoma location at 207 North Jackson Street. Pamper yourself at the main event today.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. I guess I had to postpone the Big Pumpkin, so you get me, the Big Tomato, and two new friends that I'm glad to bring here from Bell Buckle, Tennessee, and the Bell Buckle Records label. And this is Christy Morris and Jeff Kellogg. Did I do good?
That's great. Yep.
Perfect.
All right. And I asked Jeff. He's from Minnesota. I asked him if they owned the cereal company, and Christy, what was your response?
Well, when I met him, that's the first thing I asked him. So, are you kin to the cereal? But he's so darn cute, I kept him anyway.
Keeping it a secret.
Yeah, you're not telling, huh?
No. Yeah.
Excuse me. Well, how did the two of you migrate to Middle Tennessee?
Well, I'm originally from Kentucky, but we met in Minnesota, so it's like I had to go way up north and find him, and we met about 12 years ago?
Yeah.
And we quit our day jobs and decided we're going to do music full time, and we're like in our 11th year, and it's just been great. We've
wonderful
played a lot around the country, and now we signed up with Bell Buckle. So being from Kentucky, yeah, I called Bell Buckle last year and talked to them about a showcase, and so Jeff and I went. We had my brother on fiddle, David Morris, and went down there and we did a showcase for Valerie Smith and Jay Gregory, and they were digging what we were doing. We're Americana, that sort of thing, and so we've been working with them ever since, and very excited about what's ahead. We're just gonna put a couple songs out on satellite radio, XM radio, all that. Working on press kit and shows and performances. So
and I think Valerie's doing something there pretty soon, and y'all are going to open up a show or something.
Right.
There?
Special Consensus is going to be there at the November 12th, and it's like a Christmas radio show.
Oh, good.
And there's a few artists the day before, the 11th, that we're going to be doing the radio show. But the next night, I think dinner is at 6, and we are going to perform at 7 plus Valerie Smith. And then Special Consensus is going to be on at 8 o'clock.
Great.
So,
Great.
yeah, so that's at the theater in Bell Buckle.
So you have a Taylor guitar, which makes me very jealous. I want one very, very badly. And
nice.
And you play a djembe.
I played the djembe.
And how did the two of you figure that these two things, evidently you blended with each other. And, this is sort of a strange kind of a combination for a guitar player, acoustic guitar player, to stand up with a drum.
Yeah,
they really fit good together, though.
Yeah.
It's a good blend of instruments. And we found that out right away when we started jamming.
Yeah.
We were just on a side note, Will, we were friends at first. The music blended first. And then months later, it just happened. We both said, hey, we're just in it for the music. We had just both gotten out of relationships. We were like, it was all about the music. And, things happen.
Things happen, and it's good, huh?
It's been good.
Fate happens.
11 years, 12 years?
Been married for 9 years and live in a motorhome full time. So we get along pretty good. You have to get along good. We have no house anymore. We sold our house. So anyway.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's do. Why don't we set up here and y'all do a number?
Be great. We'd love to.
That?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. We'll do that. And what we'll do is we're just going to move some stuff right quick here, folks, and get them set up where they need to be. And come on.
We're ready.
Put this. You want on this side?
Yeah, I'll be ready.
All right,
Christy will be over
There's
here.
your drum. There's your drum mic. Right
Is she
there.
going to use this for a guitar?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to turn it around and turn it the other way. Huh? You want it on the other side of you, dear?
Yeah.
How about that?
That'll work.
Is that better?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Y'all get close to one another
Oh,
now.
okay.
We do.
No
All
problem.
Here
We're
they
used
are.
to that. Yeah. This is a song I wrote, actually. It's called Ain't So Bad Being Me, and it's a song about gratitude. And I wrote this probably about 4 years ago in Florida, and it's a special song. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been driving that same 4 doors since I was 16. I saved my money from a mediocre job. I'm not even in the field I went to college for. And times are hard, and baby, you know it ain't easy. But I'm happy and I'm free, and it ain't so bad. See, and I feel everything. Got what I want, got everything that I need. It ain't so bad being me. Well, that man of mine, he's off fighting in the war. He's a hero, and that's for sure. But you know, sometimes I worry about his sanity. But he reassures me, baby, it's all good. Tells me that he's doing what he knows that he should. He says if there's one thing that I've learned way over here, is that I'm happy and I'm free, and it ain't so bad being me. I can walk and I can see, and I feel everything. Got what I want, got everything that I need. It ain't so bad being me. When I wake up in the morning and open my eyes, take a deep breath and I say a little prayer as I realize that I'm happy and I'm free, and it ain't so bad being me. I can walk and I can see, and I feel everything. Got what I want, got everything that I need. It ain't so bad being me. I feel everything being me. I can walk, I can see. Being me, I'm happy, I'm free. Being me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
And good luck
Christy
to you.
wrote that song.
Christy wrote that song.
Yeah.
Good. And we're gonna do some writing together this afternoon.
Sounds good.
I think.
Yeah.
Listen, folks, these are two incredibly talented young people. Go to Bell Buckle and see them at the recital hall. Go to the radio show. Look for them on Bell Buckle Records real soon.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, it's light, it's good, it's cool, it's positive,
Positive.
and it's fun.
Yeah. Also, I wanted it's KristiMorris.com. KRISTI. Morris, as in Morris the cat, but some people don't know who that cat is, but because it's so old. But you know what I'm talking about.
Lauren probably does. She's got all kinds of cats.
Yeah. You tell
All
that
right.
to young people, they're like, Morris the cat. What's that?
Well, we thank you for being with us this morning,
thank you.
and we'll have you back real soon.
Thanks for having us. Thank
We'll
you.
be back in a minute, folks.
How can toys like these lead to a 6-year-old's death and leave another child permanently brain damaged? Because they're not toys at all. A safety message from your local fire department and this station.
Oh, there's my cat. Should I put her away?
Lighten it up a little bit.
How's this? Great.
Good. There we go.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors, and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Cove Lake, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Martin Weekly, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, Rugby in the Big South Fork, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Welcome back to Just Plain Living, ladies and gentlemen. We're pleased to have joining us on the set now Jim Woodard with the Woodard's Diamond Showroom in Tullahoma, who is celebrating a birthday this week, and it's not his. Well, kind of his.
It is kind of mine, I guess. But it was 20 years ago this month that goodness, Woodard's was purchased the Jennings Jewelers business, and so like I say, we've been doing that a long time. But 20 years is a good while.
Yes, it is.
It's been a good while, and been in that mall for
particularly. What is it they say? If you can survive the first year in business, your chances are you might
that's
succeed.
Right. I think most of the businesses go out of business in the first 7 years. The majority of businesses don't make it in the first 7, and so we've survived 20, thanks to our good friends right here in Tullahoma and the surrounding communities with that. But we got a lot to talk about in a short amount of time today.
Okay.
Just kind of wanted to let the audience know that we are celebrating our anniversary, or I should call it the business birthday, and we're doing that with some store-wide savings that we have there. This week is also the Chamber Coffee. I noticed Miss Diane Bryan is in the audience with you today, but we have been doing this Belgian waffle for the Chamber Coffee for many years, probably close to 15 years.
Let me interject one thing right here now. I'll let you. This is, he mentioned Diane Bryan is in the studio today, and she is. And these are my 2 favorite interviews because I just come up here and introduce them, and then we're done. Watch this, folks.
Yeah.
Watch you can go.
Well, I learned that from Diane, so that was good. We're having a special celebration with our Pandora. A lot of your audience knows about the Pandora jewelry that we carry. We're one of the largest in the Southeast, and we've got a great wall of Pandora. So we're having a celebration with that this week. I wanted your audience to maybe mark down. Some people love estate jewelry, and next Thursday, which will be November the 4th, I think that is, for one day only, we're having estate jewelry to be brought in, and it is beautiful pieces from the past period. So if you like estate jewelry, we invite you to come down and take a look at that. That will be Thursday, November the 4th.
Okay.
And I guess the biggest thing that I'm doing, I'm leaving this week for Antwerp, Belgium, which is the diamond capital of the world, and that's where we go and handpick beautiful diamonds just for special occasions for you. And so when you call me and you say Nancy needs something, I know exactly what to pick up for you. But it's kind of unusual, but this is
There's probably a lot of guys in this town and surrounding cities that trust you with that.
I think that, well, they do, as a matter of fact, and that's a good thing. It kind of keeps people out of the doghouse. But this will be my 22nd consecutive year to go to Antwerp, Belgium, which is the diamond capital of the world. For 550 years, they've been cutting and polishing diamonds there. 80% of all the diamonds go through that city either by way of rough or polished. and it just happens to be the diamond capital of the world. And
so you actually hand pick these diamonds. I mean, what you want for your customers here in Tullahoma.
I pick it for our inventory, for what we sell. That is one of our, as they say, your unique selling proposition is it's hand-picked diamonds from Belgium. And in addition to that, we've got a lot of customers that will say, Jim, well, if you're going over there, how about picking one just for me? So again, it's a great opportunity for people to call in. And no diamond is either too big or too small, whether it's a 5-point diamond or a 5-carat. And I know you've been talking about that 5-carat. So a 5-point or a 5-carat diamond, you know, we can pick one out for you. Bob, I think in the back says he wants a 6-carat, but we're going to talk to him about that.
Bob definitely needs that. Yeah.
He does. He does pretty good on his special occasions when he comes down. But I think what again makes our community unique is again businesses like mine and others that will travel around and hand pick, hand select, and bring things back to this town that is unique. Just like your TV program right here. There's very few communities that do what you're doing right here.
That's true.
You know,
that is true. How challenging is it these days to get to Antwerp, Belgium with the airline? Is that something you have concern about?
It really isn't. The most challenging trip I made was right after 9/11, and I guess I thought, because I always go typically in October, and right after that September 11th that year, I thought, well, do I go or do I not? But you know what? I decided to go anyway. I thought, well, gosh, it'll be as safe as ever, you know, going right now. And that was probably the year I had complete seats. I normally sit back there with the chickens and the cheap seats. But anyway, when I go over there, but that year I was able to stretch out because there weren't many people on the airplane. But certainly you've got to go through all the security and all the checking. It is a little more tighter security, but I like that. I mean, I want to make sure I'm flying on a safe airplane. And then a lot of times people ask, well, do you bring those diamonds back with you? You know, do you carry them back? And you cannot, because it's illegal to do that, because that country of Belgium, they actually know how many diamonds are going in that country and how many diamonds are coming out. So they audit that to a great deal, and then they are sent over by special courier, whether it's Brinks or Wells Fargo or some major carrier is the way it's delivered here.
I'm sure that when you take the whole world here, there's a lot of diamond dealers who actually go to Antwerp. But isn't it a little uncommon for someone who is operating a store in Tullahoma to do that?
Well, it is, and of course I've started doing this. This is probably my 25th time to go. It's 22nd consecutive, but I started going back many years ago. There's a buying organization that I'm a part of, and they kind of opened the door to going back. There's a group of family independently owned jewelers that went over there collectively as a group to try to get our foot in the door, which normally is open to just major wholesalers and diamond dealers. But we got our foot in the door. That was many years ago, and now I've been going back independently. Like I say, this is 22nd consecutive year. But it is unusual, and I've created a lot of friends. It's not always what you know, but who you know. And we've created relationships over there with people that you would not ever come in contact with. And it allows us to see diamonds that are sold all over the world. I mean, big diamonds, little diamonds, but it allows us to have a selection which I've never seen before anywhere at any time. But again, the reason I go is I can bring back beautiful diamonds at great prices for our customers right here in Tullahoma and the surrounding area.
I'd have to think that's something you really enjoy, being a connoisseur of this kind of thing.
I really do. I mean, it's my most enjoyable time. I spend 3 days looking at thousands of stones, and just like there's people that like to go, whether they want to go to a garage sale or whether they want to shop for antiques, or these ladies that like to go out and find a nice piece of clothing on sale, my fun is going out there and finding diamonds that, you know, absolutely you don't see anywhere else, and I'm trying to find those special stones that I know my customers would want here, and that makes it unique and that makes it different.
We're taping this show on Tuesday. Is there still time if somebody's got something would like to contact you about looking for something?
Yes, it's a part of our Antwerp Diamond program. You can contact me at the showroom, and that number is 454-9383, or stop by at Woodard's Diamonds and Design, and that is inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma, Tennessee.
Okay, and I would have to assume that today, on Tuesday, you're hosting the Chamber Coffee. You're serving Belgian waffles?
That is correct, Belgian waffles.
So I'm assuming that has some connection with this trip to Belgium.
It always has. It's always been my kickoff. It is actually the kickoff of the holiday and the Christmas season for me right here today. So may I be the first to say Merry Christmas to your listening audience.
Merry Christmas to you, Jim.
Yes.
And I noticed our mayor says that retail sales are up 7.4%
That
last
is correct.
month, which is a very positive thing.
And 5% the month before that. So that's 2 consecutive months in a row now that we've had sales tax increases, and that is great for this community.
Okay, and buy and spend your money at home, folks.
That's correct.
Spend your money at home. Jim, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thanks for having me.
Good luck
Thank you.
on this trip. I know you're going to enjoy it. We'll be right back in just a moment with more Just Plain Living.
This is a tree that was never chopped down to make a crutch that was never needed. By a child who never got polio. Because vaccine was never in short supply. Thanks to people whose compassion wasn't either. Over the years, Rotary Club members have helped immunize over 2 billion children against polio. Soon, the world will be polio-free. Rotary, humanity in motion.
All right, I'm red. My vest is red. My brother Fred Red's over here. This is Fire Chief Richard Chastain right here, and we are going to talk just a little bit, all these pumpkins back here, about Halloween is this week, and we really need to take care and be safe.
Yes, we do.
Give us some tips, oh mighty one.
Well, first thing I would like to ask people, it is leaf burning season, and if they have some leaves they're going to rake up and burn, let's either get them burnt before Halloween night or don't have huge piles out by the road Halloween night.
Because they will get burnt.
That is usually an issue for us.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
And of course, we always remind anyone if they have costumes on, they're going to be out, to make sure they have reflective on their costumes, flashlights, have an adult with them.
Not candles. You don't need to carry a lighted flame with a costume.
We don't recommend open flame around costumes.
Yeah, because some of that stuff is flammable.
Yeah, absolutely. And just be extra careful when you're out in traffic. There will be a lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic. And for those of you who are driving, make sure you be careful. And moms and dads, with your kids, make sure they walk where they're supposed to be walking and not running across the street and everything.
Absolutely. And if you're going to get out and travel to neighborhoods in your vehicle, when you park on the side of the road, make sure all the cars are on one side of the road, because when you get cars on both sides of the road, then we can't get our fire engine down the middle of the road. Right. Because it gets too narrow. We need at least 12 feet. So just be thinking about that. Ambulances, fire trucks are a little bit wider, and they need extra room.
They need some space.
So when you're parking, just park well off the road so you're not a problem.
Now I'm going to ask you a loaded question here.
I was afraid of that.
Should I ask you before? Oh, by the way, I'd like your jacket. What about this jacket here? Look at that. Tullahoma Fire Department. Isn't that great? I'm glad to see you brought a little style to the place, man. Huh?
Thank you. We just got these this year. This is a new item for the uniform, and I figured I'd sport mine today.
Still under budget, though, right?
Absolutely. They were low bid, I can assure you.
Low bid. Now, do you have candy at the fire hall?
We will have candy. And have you ever heard of the honor system?
The honor system?
That's when you put a bowl of candy out by the door and you trust people will only get a couple of pieces.
Y'all work on the honor system.
We do, because we have to be out in the community,
right.
But we will have something out by the door that kids can come by and get candy.
So if somebody wants to go by the fire hall, Tullahoma Fire Department will have candy at the door.
And we do have video cameras monitoring for any kind of eggs or toilet paper or any other kind of vandalism that might partake. We'll be monitoring that.
You can't roll the fire department.
So don't come by and
roll the fire department. And I've got we've got some barbecue sauce here that don't put this is Jimbo's miserably, wretchedly, horribly hot barbecue sauce. And whatever you do, don't pour this on your candy that you give
the kids
No.
because it's liable to burn their mouth.
I haven't seen a burn permit for this, so I'll be looking into this. I'll have our Fire Marshal Richard Steiner check on this because I haven't seen a permit come through our office, and I believe this would need one.
This right here, folks. Look at here. Look at here. Chief, look, get over there and get that, Chief.
I feel better already.
Folks, if that's not being safe, nothing is. Thank you, my friend. I hope you have a safe and wonderful Halloween.
Thank you. I can see you've already got an excellent costume on. You ought to be a big hit.
Thank you. Thank you. This is the John Gray suit. You can get them at Walmart for $5.99. Go dressed like you know how. Be the big guy this Halloween. We'll be right back.
Look around, the changes catch your eye, and you come to realize one can make a difference. Reach out, stand out, find out what it's all about. See it all, stand tall, be there to catch them when they fall.
Since 1915, Kiwanis International has touched millions of lives through thousands of service programs for children around the world. When you help one child, you help the world.
Life is bigger than just one, but one can make a difference.
Welcome back to Just Plain Living. I'm so excited. I have Diane Bryant incognito today.
I was just going to say, the allergies are terrible. I can't
Billy
see.
Philpott, welcome to the set. We're going to talk Christmas Parade, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
All right.
Yes,
Billy
we
is the
are.
chairman of the Christmas Parade, and let's talk. Tell me what we need to know.
Well, it's December the 2nd,
Which is the
2011.
first Friday in December.
First Friday in December, and this is our 55th, right?
Wow.
Right, 55. Yes, it is.
That is awesome.
And so we're excited about that. We're excited about the participation by the community in that event.
And you're looking for people to do floats. Is that correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
what do they call? Who do they call if they want to enter a float?
They would call the chamber office, or we're sending out emails with applications,
Oh,
or so you can do it online.
And the theme of the parade this year is
is a storybook Christmas.
Storybook Christmas. That
Mhm.
should be fun.
No, I think that's really going to lend itself to some great ideas for floats. I think it's really going to be great.
Well, I'm personally thrilled about the parade marshal. Are we
Okay.
announcing that yet?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes,
Would
yes.
you like to tell us who the parade marshal is?
It's Katie Brock.
Katie Brock.
She's a local girl, of course, and she distinguished herself in our community and in the state.
Absolutely.
And she also is distinguishing herself by being nominated, or
Actually, she is the crown holder.
She is the crown holder of the. Help me, Diane.
Young-
It's
Young. Oh, here we Young Distinguished Women of America. That's right.
2011. It's a long
Actually,
time.
Katie Brock distinguished herself ever
Yes.
since she was a kid. But we are all so proud. She has made us look so good in this community. And I think it's awesome that you selected her for the marshal. this
Well,
year.
and then the really cool thing that we're going to do is we're going to change our venue for the tree lighting and the reception,
Yes,
which
we're
is the
excited about
part,
that.
which is the part where we honor our grand marshal, and we're going to do all of that at South Jackson Civic Center. So, and Katie was in a lot of plays growing
Yes, she
up, and
was.
very much a part of things at South Jackson. So I think that's going to be a great,
I think so.
great.
What time does the parade start?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, and it's usually over about whenever.
8:30, 9.
8:30 or 9, and it has. I know you probably already have a lot of entries, but do we need to tell the people what it costs to enter?
It's $30 for a float and $50 for a pageant winner. And we need those entries into the chamber by the 15th of November because we will be doing the lineup on the 18th
On
of
the
November.
18th. So if you have an organization that needs to supply a float, please do it. It's a great cause.
And another thing that we're doing this year, which was Billy's idea last year, was we have made we have opened up the opportunity for any of the civic organizations or nonprofit organizations to actually put booths up along the parade route to sell hot chocolate and chili and things of that nature. So we've already had several groups that have stepped up already and found their space, and so that really added a nice element
I think it will.
to the
And
parade.
I think there's a lot
year.
of people that are kind of looking for something to eat or something to drink.
Oh, yes.
Because I think we sort of outlawed throwing candy out. You remember at one time we could do that, but I don't think you're doing that anymore.
Well, you can actually hand out candy,
but you can't throw it.
If you have monitors that walk beside your float and actually hand it to the crowd, and that's a good point, because it was not to put a damper on candy throwing, but you know, when you're going along that parade route, the streets are dim. You don't really realize that, but when you're driving a vehicle,
you're right.
you can't see that much. And when kids run out into the road to grab the candy, if a child should fall, it would be too easy for someone to go up and literally run over or hit a child.
I always have to ask this question: rain or shine, or is there a rain
There
day?
is. It is rain or shine.
It's rain or shine.
Rain, shine, hail, snow.
Oh, let's not talk about hail.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, that's right.
What have we got? What is this representing here? An idea for a float? It's cute. Did you do this? Did you put this together, Billy?
Billy, you need to put this
Do
on.
I need to put it on?
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know.
This is
My wife said-
this is the official launch of the parade.
That's right.
here we go.
It's the parade hat.
It's the parade hat. I love it.
The first year that I took this job as parade chairman, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning thinking, what am I going to say at the chamber coffee to kick off the parade? And so this was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I thought, you know, I need to wear something a little different. So I went downstairs and I found this box and I found the Christmas paper and I put all this stuff on it. And so
there we go.
About 7
True
o'clock,
appreciation.
yes, about 7 o'clock, my wife woke up and I told her what I brought her into the living room and I said,
So
this
did
is
Bonnie
what I'm
help
going
you
to do.
put that together?
No, she
He'd
didn't.
already done it.
She
He'd
probably
already
would have nixed it if.
Oh, okay.
But she said, and I told her what I was going to do with it, and she said, you're not going to wear that, are you? And what I said to her, I said, are you coming to the chamber coffee? And she said, no, not if you wear that. So, but she's been coming anyway. And so it's kind of a way to get attention to the parade, not to me, but to the parade.
It works. It's working. I guess we need to mention the chamber coffee.
That's right. That's right. It's October, so it's Belgian waffle time, and we've already seen Jim Woodard today, but it's Woodard's Diamonds and Design, and he has a new partner this year that is co-sponsoring the coffee with him, which is Up Tech Services.
Oh, good.
And that's Morgan McChesney's company. Actually, this is one of the second companies that he has brought to town. So they're going to be sponsoring the coffee.
And the coffee will be
at Northgate Mall in front of
Woodard's showroom.
Exactly. And there will be Belgian waffles to help everybody think about the trip that Jim's getting ready to take.
Sounds good.
Sounds really
I'm
good.
ready.
I know there's several other things that might be coming up with the chamber, Diane. Anything you want to
Well, and we're getting ready to also getting ready to go to the International Council of Shopping Centers, the Southeast Regional Conference, which is in Atlanta, and we will be having a booth for Tullahoma, and we will be meeting with retailers
and soliciting.
That's right. Okay. That's right. And now, the beautiful thing about this particular conference is they do advertise everyone that's going to be there. So people are already making their plans to come contact us, and it's really been a worthwhile conference for us.
There's a tremendous amount of work in what you do. I know a lot of us don't realize how much goes on in trying to entice people to come into our community. Thank you.
Well,
we appreciate it.
We enjoy it.
And let me talk about our staff at the chamber. Okay. Of course, my association with them primarily is with the Christmas parade, but the planning for this starts right after our January meeting.
Right after the other parade,
right.
actually.
And our staff there of Christy and Becky and Diane, they do a wonderful job. They're a joy to work with. And I just want the community to know that we have a tremendous staff at our chamber.
We really do, and I'm so proud of everything that you guys do down there. And now we don't have much time left, so let's let everybody know that if you want to do a float for the parade, you need to call the chamber get the details and whatever needs to be done, pay your fee, and make yourself a hat and get in the parade. Put a story on your head.
Put a story on your head.
Put
I
a
like
story
that.
on your head. It's a good idea. Thank you. It is so good to see you, Billy and Diane. It's always a joy to have you here, and I hope your eyes get better.
Oh, I know. I know. You got to get out of this fall stuff.
We love the shades. We'll be back with more of Living.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl. The team's taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
And welcome back.
We made it.
Just Plain Living. We made it to the
We
end.
made it through one more time.
This was a really active, fascinating, fun show.
Rocky's out there with his tongue hanging out, wanting to know why he's not back on the set.
Yeah, he says, Mama, why is your jacket on? Come on, buddy.
Come on, Rocky.
Come on, Rocky, get in the picture. There you go. Good boy.
Rocky's been on the show for most of the scene. Every scene Lauren was in.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocco.
He needs to stay with us.
And you may have heard Rocky when he wasn't on the set a couple of times today.
Well, Rocky was happy when that little girl Rocky came in here.
Oh, and let's don't forget that's a dog that needs
our
to be
Daisy is
taken out.
Doll. She's a
She was a good
sweetheart.
Rocky's going.
Rocky liked
Rocky's
her.
going. Bring her home, mommy.
Yeah.
Bring her home, mommy.
I can barely afford to feed you.
And don't forget to be safe on Halloween.
And don't
It's always
forget
good to have our
South
fire
Jackson.
chief. Oh yeah, the elementary school.
Elementary
Don't forget,
school.
down at South Jackson. It's open to Friday, Saturday, and Monday.
I also heard there's going to be, Julia, karaoke Friday night, costume karaoke at Daddy Billy's.
Oh,
Our
costume karaoke.
Officer Jeremy is
Costume
going to
karaoke.
be hosting karaoke at Daddy Billy's
good.
Friday night.
I'm going to go dressed as Jim Fuller and sing a song.
Oh, there you go. You have to sing Engelbert Humperdinck.
That sounds like fun. What a cool idea.
Yeah.
Somebody actually
And that's
came
this
to
Friday?
a Halloween party at one time at the Legion dressed as me.
That's a wonderful
I think that's a
It
great
is.
compliment.
You're a
I think that's an
celebrity.
awesome compliment. Rocky, are you getting bored?
Jim's going to have a bobblehead out next week, folks. Look for it
Yeah.
in all your local convenience stores. The Jim Fuller bobblehead doll.
There you go.
News guy.
News guy. I enjoyed
didn't
your young
win.
couple that sang.
Weren't
They
they
did a
fun?
good
They were
job.
very
Yes,
good.
That was
they
the
did.
catchiest song.
I found myself humming along on the chorus. Did you?
Yes, absolutely. And after they were done, I
Did
was
they
singing
need
it
backup
again.
singers?
Ain't so bad being me.
It ain't so bad being me.
Yeah,
I know.
thought that was cute. I guess it's time to go.
Joe's
All right,
telling
we
us
are out
goodbye.
of time. Goodbye.
See you next
Wildcat
week.
football.